Welcome back, familia, to NorthsideLDN, caramba. Today we've got Man City 2, Chelsea 0. Savio, what a baller. What a shame that he got injured. Absolutely cooking. The technique, the composure, the IQ. The guy he's got everything. He got everything. It was such a shame that he got injured. But listen, let's start with Chelsea, because Chelsea today was uma pucaria, un lixo, uma merda. Let's just keep it honest. Chelsea today, I don't know what's going on. You've got Nicholas Jackson once again that should not be your starting striker. I don't understand why Nkunku is put out on the left to accommodate Jackson. That guy is trash. Man looks like Oscar Proud from the Proud Family on flipping Disney Channel. That guy is rubbish. Rubbish. That guy had a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, through on goal. Everybody stopped. Everybody paused, thinking it was offside. Nicholas Jackson, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. What does he do? Takes 6-7 shots, lets the defender set, and then tries to shoot and gets his shot blocked. The guy is rubbish. No composure, isn't ice cold in the box, doesn't know how to finish his dinner, and takes way too many touches in the box and instead of just naturally just finishing his chances. This guy has been trash. I don't understand how he's still a starting striker for Chelsea. I thought as soon as Nkunku would be back, he would be playing through the middle. Nkunku today, listen, he gets himself into good positions, but where's the outlet? Again, taking way too many touches in the box, taking way too long instead of just hitting it first time. Arranca, caramba. Arranca bola, chuta bola. Tá demorar tanto tempo por quê? And this is the whole thing with Chelsea today. Nobody could trap the ball. Nobody could control the ball. Nobody had any ice cold. They weren't ice cold in the final third. Nobody had their shooting boots on. Enzo Fernandez receiving the ball in the box. No composure. No composure. The ball just banging everywhere. It's like ping pong going everywhere. Looking like Wimbledon. Wimbledon football. Wimbledon technique. Rubbish, bro. Rubbish. Enzo Fernandez today just literally couldn't control the ball. He received the ball in the box 2 times. All you got to do is control it, hit it first time. Can't even trap the ball. Can't even trap the ball. I'm sorry, rubbish. What did he do to create? I didn't see Enzo creating chances for the front three. I didn't see him controlling the ball. I didn't see him every single time he was shooting. He always allows the defenders to set. And every time he shoots, his shot gets blocked by the defender. He doesn't even test the goalkeeper. I saw him test the goalkeeper once today. Shocking from Enzo today. Shocking. Cole Palmer as well. Another one. Every single time he received the ball in the box, couldn't control the ball. And I like Cole Palmer. I think he's a great player. I think everybody will accept Cole Palmer is probably Chelsea's best player. I like Cole Palmer. I think he's an absolute baller. I think it was a mistake Man City letting him go. Especially when they got that stupido merda in flipping Doku. Do you know what I'm saying? They got flipping the Belgium Omarion from B2K and Doku spinning around, doing body popping moves instead of actually taking on the fullback. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, Cole Palmer today was rubbish, bro. He's a baller, but today he wasn't good. His shooting was trash. The way he was controlling the ball was trash. His movement was trash, too slow. And everybody in Chelsea, all of them, do you know what I'm saying? In terms of the attacking players were poor today. Poor. For me, Chelsea's best player today was probably Lavia. I think Lavia had a great game. Lavia was winning the ball back. Lavia was distributing. He was setting up the counter-attacks. His passing was very good. His vision was very good. I think he did a lot of things really well, Lavia. I felt like Lavia was doing Enzo's role and he was doing Caicedo's role. Caicedo was decent, but for me, I think Lavia was the best player. Do you know what I'm saying? Lavia was really good today. I think he was the most consistent player there. I think, to be fair, Cucurella, he was cooking when he was dealing with Doku. As soon as Pep switched it over and he was facing Savio, Savio was cooking this stupido da merda. He was cooking him. He was cooking this flipping B-Tech Hugh Wizzy, bro, on the left-hand side. That guy was getting cooked. Cooked. Savio is such a baller. The composure, technique, shooting ability, the way he reads the game. Savio, bro, he makes the right decisions at the right time. He doesn't rush. Not like flipping Doku. You know what I mean? Man like Goku on the flipping left-hand side. Bro, he's a complete opposite, bro. And he actually highlights how poor Doku is. How poor Doku is. Savio was absolutely cooking Cucurella, bro. Every time 1v1, he cooked him. Every time he wanted to get a cross in, he was whipping in crosses. Cucurella couldn't handle him. And as soon as Cucurella was back on Doku, then he just locked off Doku. Different gravy with the Savio boy. I was actually sad. I was sad to see Savio get injured, bro, because this guy is a baller. Big up to my guy Lee Gunn and big up for the raid, my G. You know what I'm saying? The composure on Doku, on Savio, sorry, Doku, no way in hell. Savio, bro, this guy is a proper winger. He can cook you with for pace. He can stop the ball, cook you, and just skill you up. He knows how to cross the ball. Great passer of the ball. He makes the right decisions at the right time. He actually plays with his head up, which is something that I asked from Martinelli that plays for Arsenal, to actually play with his head up, see what's going around him. He brings other players into the game. And you could see as soon as Savio was sourcing, everyone wanted to pass him the ball. Bernardo was passing him the ball. KDB was passing him the ball. They started passing him the ball because with Doku, he just kills off everything good in Man City's attack. Doku kills off. This guy, the first cross of the game, I don't know where that cross was going, bro. It was going onto the Todd Bowley stand. It was going onto the flipping Todd Bowley executive box, bro. What, bro? This guy can't, Doku can't cross. He can't take on Cucurella. He can't beat his man. What can he do, bro? What can he do? Bro, the guy just looks like he's got, I don't know, he's the football version of Tourette's, bro. Tourette's. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know what this guy is doing. No composure. Then when he beats his man, he beat about 3 players. He passes it to nobody. This guy is rubbish, bro. I'm telling you, this Doku is the flipping Belgium T-Pain, bro. The Belgium T-Pain. The guy is done out here. Do you know what I'm saying? He is done out here. We're not using auto-tune anymore. It's done for you. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time since we're listening to T-Pain, bro. Do you know what I mean? Now, this guy is rubbish, bro. He doesn't shoot. He doesn't know how to pass. He has no composure. He can't cross the ball. He makes the wrong decisions. He either underhits it or overhits it, whether it's crossing or passing. Bro, there was a chance where Doku is on the counter-attack. He passes it to KDB. He passes it behind him, bro. It's always undercooked, and his passing is undercooked, and his crossing is overcooked, bro. Nah, bro. This guy is going to be at Ipswich alongside Kelvin Phillips, bro. This is where his next destination is, filo da puta. You know when you're on the train and saying, this train terminates at Stanmore. This is where you're terminating at Ipswich, bro. You are rubbish. Man City ain't going to keep you for much longer because Man City, they don't buy a player and it has to work. If you're not good enough, they get rid of you. That's how it is. If you don't step up, they'll get rid of you, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Alvarez wanted to leave, he left. Jesus wanted to leave, they let him go. Zinchenko wanted to leave, you can go. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Absolutely rubbish, bro. Absolutely rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. And I will be getting into some of the comments. But I'm sorry, bro. Caicedo wasn't too bad. But Caicedo, I don't know. The one thing that Caicedo did really bad today is allowing Kovacic to just run through the midfield and you don't even challenge him. You don't even challenge him, meu Deus. Meu Deus. Você tá aí para defender, você nem sabe defender. Porra, qual tipo de porcaria é esse? Não acredito. Bro, he literally goes, bro, Caicedo said to Kovacic, thank you for your McDonald's meal. Please go to the next window to receive your order. He just let him receive his order, bro. Just let him run straight through. What's going on? Nah, bro. I'm sorry. What are you doing, bro? Man didn't even put a foot in. Just allowed him. Please. 6 chicken nuggets meal, is it? Okay. And a Coke and some ice cubes. Okay. No problem. Your order is done. Please, you made payment. Please go through to the next window in the drive-thru and receive your chicken nuggets. That's basically what Kovacic did. Caicedo did for Kovacic, bro. Uma porcaria, pá. Uma desgraça. What tipo de porcaria é esse? I'm sorry, rubbish, bro. Rubbish. Cucurella, you were getting cooked. You were getting cooked by Savio. I'm telling you, this guy was, bro, he was celebrating deep down inside when Savio went down injured, bro. When he went down injured, Gusto kept Doku completely silent. When Doku went on the left-hand side, Doku didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. Absolutely nothing. Fofana, that was a horrendous free kick as well. That was a horrendous clearance from Fofana to give it straight to Kovacic, bro. Like, what kind of clearance is that? Poor. Do you know what I'm saying? Cucurella as well. You got cooked as well by Haaland for that first goal as well. You know what I'm saying? You should have stood your man down. You just allowed Haaland to just brush you off like he wasn't even there. Rubbish, bro. Rubbish. And I genuinely question what, like, Nkunku, I think he's a good player. I think he needs to be utilized as a central striker instead of, he needs to be used through the middle instead of on the wing. But Jackson, I'm sorry, if Chelsea got any ambition to win major honors, Jackson's got to go. Enzo, I don't know what he does to this team because he doesn't create. He's not I ain't seen him being creative this game. And Cole Palmer, you need to step up. You had a great season last season, but you've got to step up. I know it's Man City and all the rest of it, but today, I didn't see one good thing from Cole Palmer today. He was poor. You know what I mean? But, bro, Savio, I'm telling you, that guy, that Savio guy, baller. Absolute baller, bro. Absolute baller. You know what I'm saying? Now on to Man City. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Now on to Man City. Bro, this is what I'm saying. Enzo made one good pass all match, bro. He was rubbish. Lavia was cooking. Lavia was Chelsea's best player, bro. In my opinion, Lavia was their best player. For Man City, he had a decent game. He had a decent game. Bernardo had a decent game. That little flick onto Haaland. That was calm. Do you know what I'm saying? Doku was trash. Savio, he would have been man of the match. If Savio stayed on the pitch, I reckon he would have been man of the match. Absolute baller, man. Absolute baller. This guy came from Girona, 20 years old, Brazilian, bro. This guy is a baller. And this is what I'm saying about ballers, bro. Everything about his game is A1. His reading of the game, everything. The distribution, the passing, the crossing, everything. I just wanted to see if he could get a goal. I wanted to see what his finishing is like. The guy's a baller. 20 years old, you know. 20 years old. Haaland took his goal very, very well. Could have got a brace this game. Unfortunately didn't, but could have got a brace this game. Haaland did well. I think he took his opportunity really well. Good finish. Good little chip over the goalkeeper. Kovacic took his goal well. I think he played really, really well. Rico Lewis, that guy is a baller, man. That Rico Lewis is a baller. What I like about Rico Lewis, when he goes forward, he doesn't forget about his defensive duties. I rarely see this kid getting cooked, and he's young. This guy is young, bro. 19 years old. Rico Lewis is a solid right back, bro. Really good player. When he was going forward, he was helping out, well, trying to help out Doku. It's kind of hard to help out Doku because he just loses the ball and does stupidness. But Rico Lewis, bro, especially with Doku losing the ball all the time, losing possession, putting City under pressure every single time he got the ball. Rico Lewis he's a baller, bro. Really, really good player. Really good player. The back line was solid, but then again, Chelsea, they weren't clinical enough to really test them. They weren't that clinical. It was a time where Akanji made himself big, and Nkunku tried to drag him down. It got called. That was probably the only one time really that Man City got caught out. Other than that, I mean, yeah, about twice Man City got caught out, but Chelsea weren't clinical enough to score. You know, they weren't clinical enough to score. When everyone thought it was offside and Nicholas Jackson was through on goal, Man City got caught out. Chelsea didn't put them to bed. Didn't put the chance to bed. Also the chance of Nkunku, but Akanji made himself big and drawed on the foul. So it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I think Chelsea, listen, I just don't understand what's going on. Pedro Neto came on. He looked just as clueless as everybody else. Drewsby Hall came on. I didn't think he was all that. But listen, this Chelsea team looking all over the place, man. Looking all over the place. All over the place. You know, I don't know how they're not addressing getting a striker. I don't know how they're allowing to accommodate Nicholas Jackson. What is this man? What is Maresca thinking? Why are you accommodating for Nicholas Jackson? Make that make sense. He's one of your worst players, bro. And you're putting Nkunku on the wing in favor of playing Jackson through the middle. Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up to Godfrey. I'm going to be putting out the link as well to anyone that wants to jump on. Any Chelsea fans, anyone. Make sure you have your mic on and your camera on, and you can jump on. There's the link right now. It's in the chat. It's pinned now, top of the chat. So big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up Northside. Big up, bro. Good evening. Now don't disrespect Action Jackson. He's the future Drogba, bro. This guy ain't the future Drogba, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? This guy looks like Migos without the dreadlocks, bro. That's what he is, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's a B-Tech Migos without the dreadlocks, bro. He's rubbish. Absolutely rubbish, bro. Absolutely rubbish. Yeah, you know I mean, some Betox seed off. A recycled bottle is more effective than Doku, bro. He's rubbish, bro. What's good, fam? We hear people. Big up the chat, big up familia. No joke. Chelsea are a team of Darwin Núñez's. All chaos and nothing else. No composure, bro. No composure. No quality in the final third. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all over the place, bro. Palmer is still defrosted. I said he's defrosted, you know. Like when your mum gets the chicken out and saying, yo, get the chicken out from early because I'm going to be cooking in 5 hours time. We need the chicken to defrost. The thing is, yeah, I think Nkunku is a good player. I think Palmer is a good player. Palmer today just didn't turn up. Nkunku just doesn't need to be played on the left-hand side. And Enzo, bro, this guy needs to be dropped, bro. I'm sorry, man. He brought nothing today. Nothing. Nothing at all, bro. He was horrendous. What are you telling me, bro?
Chelsea City, then. I thought, well, Doku, one thing that we know about him is he has no end product at all, does he? He can take a man on sometimes. 9 times out of 10, he's not successful. And then he just wastes it. Like before, near the end of the game, where he got inside the box and skinned like three players, and then he just squared it across to no one. I'm gutted that Savio got injured because I was enjoying watching him. He was really good. But yeah, I said City would win 3-0, but I was close enough.
Yeah, bro. Like it didn't make no sense, bro. Like it didn't make no sense. Like why not just start with Pedro Neto? I feel for Chelsea they should have started with Pedro Neto on the wing and put Nkunku over Jackson. You would have looked a lot better. Like, it didn't make any sense to accommodate for Jackson. We already know what Jackson is. he's a striker that can't finish, bro. He's literally the Chelsea Eddie Nketiah, bro. That's what he is.
It's all right, don't offside because he works hard.
He works hard.
That's what they say. That's the excuse. Oh, he works hard. He works his socks off. Who's asked? Can you score or not?
Bro, it's crazy, bro. Like, bro, that Savio, bro, he looks so good, man. Lee was telling me about him, yeah. I never watched him in it, so I reserve my opinion until I start seeing the player. Bro, first game, this guy's a baller, bro. He didn't even play 90 minutes, bro. What did you think of him, man? 20 years old, bro.
He's very exciting, isn't he? Very exciting. I mean, that highlight in the first half where he picked the ball up on the right-hand side and just skinned 3 of them. Absolutely left them for dead. But I think Doku initially started off on that side, didn't he? And then obviously Kukureya shut him down, so they had to swap sides. And that was a masterstroke, wasn't it?
Yo, Kukureya was stressed.
Someone put that advert on.
Bro.
Someone put that Kukureya advert on.
Bro, Doku, yeah. I don't know if his brain. Do you remember back in the day when you had LimeWire and you would download things off of LimeWire? I don't know if you're old enough to remember that, yeah? You download things off of LimeWire. The problem is you'll get all this free music and then you'll start getting viruses on your computer. That guy's got a virus on his brain, bro. Like, he's just shocking with his decision making. He must have it, bro. We need to get him an antivirus for that head, bro. Because he is, I don't know if the locks on top of his head are too tight. I don't know, but he can't think, bro. Because there was a chance where Savio, yeah, he went past two Chelsea players, played Doku through. Haaland's making the run on the left-hand side. You have to just pass it first time. Haaland's through on goal. Doku takes flipping 5-6 touches. By the time he plays the ball, he already closed down the angle of the pass. I'm like, bro, what are you doing, bro? This guy is stupid, bro. Nah, this guy's an idiot, man. He's an idiot.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's a hard watch when Doku's playing, I think.
I don't get it, bro. I really don't get it, bro. Because there's players there that they could play over him. Like, you got Foden, you got Grealish that can play. Like, why is he persistent with Doku? I feel like he's trying to make Doku the Belgium Raheem Sterling. But I still feel like Raheem Sterling technically is still better than him, bro.
He is.
Like, Raheem Sterling's decision making and technical ability is better than him. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah. Look, he was instrumental in that City team, really. I remember that, was it 18-19 season? He was just absolutely electric all year. Even though he's a bit of a tap-in merchant, but still, he was still good. Right, got to be the right place at the right time, haven't you? You know, all that matters at the end of the day is goals, and winning the game. Really, that's what I'd say. Also, I've got one question for you. What vape are you chonging on today, my bro? What's he got?
Today, this one here is a you can switch it. So you can do a switcheroo. You know what I mean?
Go on.
This is it. You know what I mean? You can switch. So you can switch from flavor to flavor depending on when you know what I mean. So right now we're on the dragon berries, and there's also strawberry guava. Come on, man.
Oh, you were having strawberry guava the other night, weren't you?
I've done the double, innit? I've done the double. I've done the vape double.
Got an inverted hybrid vape. All right, mate. You okay?
Yeah. Big up, man. Big up, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I watched the game today, man, and I was like, yes, pretty much, bro. City controlled most of the game, bro. Pretty much, bro. It was pretty much straightforward for City. I thought in the first 20 minutes of the game, they were just getting through Chelsea midfield too easily. The first 20 minutes, the amount of times that City were running through Chelsea midfield, and the amount of times that they got into 1v1 situations, and because Doku was first playing on the right, but then Pep Guardiola switched it, and then he went on the left, and then he was doing all right on the left, Doku, but on the right, Cucurella was getting the best of him. But yeah, like Savio, yeah, like I haven't seen too much of the Savio guy onto today, and in the Community Shield, the guy's a baller, innit? We had to keep it above a book. Savio was Man City's best player. I thought in the first half. I thought the way that the way that he knew when to pass. He knew when to pass. He knew when to dribble past players. He knew when to keep possession. Like he were keeping City ticking. But for Chelsea's point of view, like to be honest, I did not understand. Like you said, Northside. I did not understand in Cuckoo on the left. I did not understand in Cuckoo on the left, because I've been saying this about Jackson. Like I think Jackson's a good player, but he's a crap finisher. Jackson's a good player. Jackson is a good player. He's a good all-round player, but he's a crap finisher. He is a crap finisher. And the thing is, is that Jackson has never been a striker. Jackson, his best position is on the left. And obviously, I don't know why Maresca didn't put Nkuku in the 9 and put Jackson on the left. I don't know why he didn't do that. But Enzo Fernandez as well, like bro, like the amount of times that he would get himself into good positions, and then at times he would just taking like sloppy touches, like he couldn't trap the ball. Like I remember one situation in the first half. I think it was after the first 30 minutes, and I remember someone played the ball across to him. I think it might have been Gusto or someone else. Someone played the ball across to him at the edge of the box, and Enzo completely miscontrolled it, and then he just went down on the floor. And it's like, bro, it's like, bro, why was you trying to win a penalty, bro? Like, bro, if you would have taken a better touch, then you could have you would have probably scored. Cole, now on to Cole Palmer. I rate Cole Palmer very highly. I think he's one of the best players in the league, but that was one of his worst games I saw from him today. That was one of his worst games I saw from him today. Obviously, when he got on the ball at times, at times he struggled to control the ball at times. I don't know if that's rustiness from pre-season or what, but yeah, but Palmer wasn't great today. Palmer didn't really get involved with the game too much. Like I didn't really see,
tired, bro, because he didn't even play in the Euros, bro. Like he didn't even play in the Euros. Like he barely played, bro. So it's not even, you can't even really say he's tired because of the Euros. He's barely selected, bro.
like not necessarily tired, but I don't know if it's like rustiness. I don't know if he ever played. I don't know. Chelsea fans will know more than me how many games he played in pre-season, or if he did come into, because it felt like Cole Palmer just came back from training or whatever. It felt like Cole Palmer just came back from training and he didn't know how to trap the ball, because sometimes when you don't do things, for a bit or for a while, you can feel a bit of rustiness, and I don't know if it was because of that, but I just thought that the first 20 minutes of the game, Man City were getting through Chelsea midfield way too easily, I thought. And after when Man City scored, Chelsea were starting to get more touches of the ball and they were starting to have more possession, but they didn't really do a lot with the possession. And obviously in the second half, City were just having the ball again, and then when Pedro Neto came on, they had like a 5 or 10 minute spell where Neto were playing well and he were getting the team up the pitch, but after that spell, Chelsea didn't really do anything, and that was a bit concerning. Because Chelsea do have, when they have all their players fit, they have a lot of players what fits Maresca possession ball style, but today I don't know, bro. It's like most of them couldn't trap the ball, and at times, like you said, like they were taking too many touches at times. So
yeah, it seemed like that. But let's go to Elijah. Big up to you, bro, the Chelsea fan. What do you make of today, bro? What do you make of this performance?
Yeah, I agree with what the last caller said. Disappointing performance, a few positive, but there's a lot of negatives. And like he said, both of our midfield, there was no balance whatsoever. Both, they were absolutely horrendous. Like Enzo Fernandez, just, every time he just receives the ball, he just goes down and trying to win a penalty, which by the way, the referee got it right, because none of those were a penalty for Enzo Fernandez. He was terrible today. And even the second goal, both him and Caicedo didn't close Kovacic down. None of them did. So it was pretty poor. Cole Palmer, I agree with you. He didn't have a great game today. Now, and I don't know what the reason why that is, because he didn't play in pre-season. Well, he played in the Inter Milan game, but he came as a sub. But he didn't have a great game today. I thought, for me, Nicholas Jackson, I said it before and I'll say it again, he is not good enough as a striker. The only position that he plays well is left winger. So I want these owners here to get to be serious and get Victor Osimhen deal done, because he's the only striker I can trust. He may not do it in the Premier League, but I know he could get good positions, bully the defense, and just, try and score goals. Because look what Erling Haaland did for the first goal. He bullied Kukurea, and after he tried to foul in, and he scored. Where Sofana was terrible for that, because he saw they put Bernardo Silva onside. Levi Colwell, I think he should have cleared it, but he said he allowed the ball to feed into Erling Haaland. So both goals were absolutely horrendous in both our defense and our attack. I think Lavia, I didn't get that substitution because he was the only player here that was really good. He made, interceptions. He had a big chance he created, So I don't know why he took him off. To me, I would have Enzo Fernandez off than Lavia, but the substitution for me wasn't that great. In Kunku, left wing doesn't work for me. Does not work.
No.
He put him as the number 10 for now, and try and put either maybe Sterling there, like, you know what I mean. For me, Enzo Fernandez, he wasn't that great, but when I saw him up the pitch, I was like, wait, number 10, I was so confused. So I think Enzo Wesker got this lineup horribly wrong, you know. I think for me, the next game, I think I want to see Kunduz Hall start instead of Enzo Fernandez and Casado. For me, Lavia should be starting because without him, yeah, we will be in serious trouble. And it could have been more goals here, but I think Pep respected us because, you know, of what he knows about Enzo Wesker. So yeah, for me, there's a lot of work to do, man. The defense, for me, I'm just very worried because when I watched us in pre-season, none of our centre backs were really good. So it's going to be very difficult to know who our two centre backs. If you look at Arsenal, yeah, their two best centre backs is Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba. And when these two play each other, you saw how they defend. You know, so what I want Enzo Wesker to do is find those two centre backs here, and if they play good, you know, in terms of tackles, blocks, and all that stuff, keep it like that. Do not keep chopping and changing. So the game against Wolves, I don't want to see Lever, Cowell, and Reza Fana in there because they were horrible in that defense. I mean, it's all and Gusto for me. He was him playing as white wing back really confused me, but in that position he made some good walks and made some great passes into the midfield. So I thought he was all right. But other than that, disappointing. The subs were wrong, but listen, this is his first game, so I don't want any Chelsea fans to get angry because with the next game is against Wolves, but there's a lot of work to do for this club to get back to where it is. So these owners better get it right, otherwise this just shows you how they win this club from top to bottom, because we're in from winning trophies and finishing the Champions League to now not winning trophies and being the Conference League, which is very disappointing. So yeah, I'm just disappointed, man. But it's our first game, so it's going to take time. But there's a lot of work to do in this squad to improve, man.
You've got Lukaku there. Give him a chance.
Like, yeah, I thought Lavia were one of your best players. I was impressed with Lavia, the way that he was dropping deep and the way that he made a few interceptions and he was very good on the half turn. But I was just very surprised that the front three that they didn't interchange. There was like it was like Jackson and Palmer and Nkunku. It's like they just stayed in their positions. It's like at times in most of the game they was just staying in their positions. Like Palmer were just staying on the left, we're just staying on the right, and Nkunku were just staying on the left. And Jackson at times he was drifting out of position, but he didn't do it enough. And I did, because when I watch Chelsea usually, and when I watch Palmer drifts in that number 10 role. He usually drifts in the number 10 role in the center, and Jackson at times usually would go on the right, and then and stuff like that. So I was very surprised that the forwards didn't interchange and switch positions at times, because I just thought at times it was too easy for Man City to defend, because they just knew that Nkunku wasn't moving out of position, Palmer wasn't moving out of position, and Jackson hardly was moving out of position. So I think it was too easy for them to defend. So this is the thing.
Yeah, I think, listen, I don't know if Chelsea are going to go out there and get themselves a number 10 or get themselves a striker. You definitely need a striker. You probably do need a number 10, because you can play Nkunku there. If he does get injured, you back to playing Enzo there? I don't think it works. I think Lavia Caicedo, that was decent. I think Lavia keeps his position. I completely agree with you. I don't think he should have been subbed off. We're saying that he's still learning his team. I think when Sterling comes back, Sterling on the left, especially with now that Maresca's playing a possession-based football and there seems to be an identity, whether you like it or not, there is an identity.
Yeah,
I think if you get Sterling playing in a consistent brand of football, you'll get the most out of him.
Yeah,
but you also need the players around him to be providing chances for him. And the problem is, at the moment, you've got Lavia doing two men's job. He's playing the 8 and he's playing 10. He can't play both. You know what I mean? Pick one, and that's what he's going to play, in my opinion. Cole Palmer, we already know this ain't Cole Palmer's level. He's going to step up. Jackson Lee's drop. You do need a clinical goal scorer, and you definitely need a 10. The centre back situation, bro. That Haaland goal, I don't know what they would. Bro, you had two. You had Cucurella. You had one of your centre backs on him, bro, and he brushed past both. That's embarrassing. Man.
Do you see the gap? Do you see the gap between the two centre backs? Like the amount of space, bro. That Haaland was just in, bro. Like it was. Did not understand it.
I mean, you guys with the Thiago Silva and centre backs like that had more experience. Are you guys going to go out there and get another centre back as much as you know, Elijah? Are you linked to any centre backs?
Well, reports yesterday that we're looking to sign Joe Gomez from Liverpool. Now, I don't think the deal is going to happen, but that's the only one we're focusing. But after that, I don't think there's nobody else. So we're going to have to wait and see. But I think we do need another centre back because all of them have just been not good enough. So yeah, it's we have to wait and see. But it's only Joe Gomez I've heard of from several reports, but I don't think he's going to be coming to Chelsea. So, but listen, we have the window is not done yet. So I just really hope we can sign a better centre back. But you know, we have to wait and see. But the fact that Trevor Chalobah is not in the squad is very alarming to me because he's been one of our better players in terms of centre back. Like in Thomas Tuchel's era, whenever we start Trevor Chalobah, we don't seem to lose. Like in 61 games, he had 35 wins, 14 draws, and 12 losses. Like it's unbelievable. So the fact that these owners here have told them to train on the under 21s and not be in a squad is absolutely horrendous. So to me, I really hope Trevor Chalobah comes back, but I don't think they still trust him. They want him so. If that happens, then I think these owners are an absolute disgrace for me.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I think as well that it's not just the centre back. I think your fullbacks are okay. I think you need to get rid of Chilwell. I think you need to get rid of Chilwell. But overall, your fullbacks are all right. But I'm not convinced on Sanchez, man. I'm not convinced on Sanchez. I don't know about you, but I'm not convinced about Sanchez. Like the amount of times that he was on the ball, like man looked shaky on the ball, bro. Like he he can't. It's like he can't do the possession thing. Like it's like he can't build. He can't build up for it. He can't pass to the centre backs, bro. It's like bro. It's like.
They brought in that other goalkeeper. I think he came from La Liga. Jorgensen. I mean, what's the plan with him? Is he going to be a starter? Is he going to be on the bench? What's going on with him?
Well, I hope so. But listen, I think Enzo Huesca wants Sanchez to be number one. And I think for me, that's the one decision because the second goal particular should have saved that, man. Should have saved that. Like, it was just horrible. So for me, I want to see Jensen to be starting games, but I doubt that. So we're gonna have to wait to see. But Robert Sanchez, for me, this is another guy I want sold because last season I thought I trusted him, but he's proven me wrong. So it's as simple as that. So yeah, I'm disappointed with Sanchez, man. Just not the number one goalkeeper that I want in this club.
Yes,
you guys have 7 goalkeepers, man. You guys have got about 6-7 goals.
I know.
Eight
other goalkeepers to choose from, so take your pick.
You know what it seems like to me, It seems like to me, your owners, Todd Bowley, and that. It seems like they are signing. It seems like to me that they are just getting young players and just selling them for absolute profit. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like Todd Bowley is getting all of these young players who we don't know about and selling them on for profit. Because under Abramovich, there was that nous of Abramovich wanted to win, and he would get in play. He would sign young players, but he would also get experienced players as well.
11, exactly. Start at the starting 11 before you start trying to do side missions. You know what I'm saying? When you play GTA, you don't do the side missions first. You do the story mode, and then you do the side missions.
Exactly.
You're getting a job before you get a side job. You don't say, "Oh, I can't pay my bills, but I got a side job." You know what I mean? It don't make no sense.
Yeah, on phase one and that north side. Phase one and that, you know what I mean?
Job. Huh?
Phase one. Phase
Yeah,
one, you know what I mean?
Gonna be doing a side job, yeah, like doing a little Uber Eats job, yeah, just a little side one, get £100-200 in the bank account. You ain't got enough for your rent. It don't make no sense, man.
Yeah.
I listen to that, but listen, let's get Noah in the conversation. Noah, what you saying, bro? What's your
Big
thoughts
up.
about it?
Everyone, listen, big up to you guys. Listen, oh my flipping days. Listen, I said this before and I will say this again. This is the problem of the Chelsea, the football club. If you look at the first half, because you look at the Haaland's goal, nobody didn't even mark him. And guess what? It just scored and it just conceded. And when you look at the second goal, when Kovacic scored, listen, what a goal for him. And to be honest, he played well. But I don't understand between those midfielders, Enzo and Savio, they didn't even mark him. They didn't even communicate those midfielders. And this is how they concede. Even the defense were poor. Even the Roberto Sanchez. This guy does not even save. He conceding this goal too many times. I don't know what's going on, in my opinion, because if this performance keeps doing like that over and over again, within 37th game left for the Premier League, I don't know what's the expectation of Chelsea finishing on the Premier League, because I don't know, in my opinion, because they're not going to finish in top 4. That's my opinion, because you have long way to go. Because I don't know, some players are not fighting for the club for their badges. Some of them, they care about whether if it's the wage. Even I don't understand when Cole Palmer, they signed a 9-year deal, and look what happened. He didn't have the best game, but I know, but it'll take time. But I know you guys have next week against Wolves. But the question is that what I don't understand from Enzo Maresca is that how come he didn't put Pedro Neto? That's the question on the starting lineup. He should have started, in my opinion. And that's the main issue that he didn't put. And even City didn't have Rodri. And even Rodri and Walker was on the bench. And guess what? Now, listen, I don't know what to say. And to be honest, Chelsea have a long way to go, because they're just going to spend 1 billion, even more than that, okay, to spend. Even they're going to sign, whether it's Joe Felix or even Victor Osimhen. Listen, you guys have a long way to go. In my opinion, you guys need to sign a centre-back, whether it's a goalkeeper, even a new one. That's my opinion. So, it is what it is.
Yeah. It's the spine of that team. It's the spine of that team. You haven't got the centre-backs. Yeah, you haven't got the goalkeeper, you haven't got the centre backs, you haven't got the number 10, and you haven't got the striker. Like, it just doesn't make sense, bro. Like, it doesn't make sense the way this team's being built. How come your spine of your team is still not set? Most people don't like the goalkeeper. The centre backs, you're unsure of. You got rid of an experienced centre back, and then you've got 2 kids. I don't think I don't really rate Colwill that highly. I'll be real with you. You know, I mean, you haven't got the striker yet. You haven't addressed that. Still, to this day, after all these players that you've got, you still haven't got a centre back, a striker. Because Nkunku is more of what? A second striker, a number 10 second striker, not a lone striker. It just doesn't make any sense, bro. If you're going to do
that's what I mean, outside.
Listen, Lukaku's better than Nicholas Jackson, bro. Lukaku's better.
He's a better finisher. Yeah, he's a better finisher.
He's not the answer, to get Chelsea where they want to get to. But let's keep it real. When the last time Lukaku played well was in a partnership, him and Martinez at
Martinez.
Why don't you just use Nkunku to be the link-up striker like Martinez was with Lukaku and try and get the best out of Lukaku? Because you got more chance of getting a couple of goals with him than playing Nicholas Jackson at this point. If you don't get a striker, it just doesn't make any sense. This persistence with Nicholas Jackson makes no sense, bro.
And he's not even a bad player, Jackson. He's just a crap finisher. Like I said, he's just not a crap finisher. He's just not a born finisher. And finishing, me and Northside, as I said before, finishing is something that you either have or you don't. And it's just one of them things where Jackson's not going to improve on his finishing. His all-round game is decent, but his finishing leaves a lot to be desired. So yeah, like in Kuku being the link man and Lukaku being up front holding the ball up and stuff, that might be not a bad combo. Like, we would have to see how that works, but like, it seems like to me that this is not just a short-term problem that Chelsea will have. This is going to be a long-term problem as well, because like you said, Northside, like, they still haven't brought in a striker. Like my point is that Todd Bowley, your new owners don't care about winning silverware. Like, they don't care about winning silverware. They are just happy. They are just happy to get money in their pockets. That's all what they are happy with. And until Chelsea,
I don't even know if I agree with that. I feel like they want to win. I feel like they don't know how to win. They're not appointing the right personnel to get the right decisions over the line, bro. They're spending the money, so they're showing intent. They are spending money. It's not like
they are spending money.
Listen, they're not going to spend. They've been spending, but the way that they're building a team, you need football people to make footballing decisions, and they're not. Yeah. They're not giving the power to the right people. The people that they are not getting the right players, bro. Like, Enzo is not working at this moment in time. Sterling was never the guy at 28, 29 to be your main scorer, because he's a player that plays well in a well-drilled, well-run team. He's not the final piece. And that is the thing, bro. Like, the things that they're doing, just, to me, it doesn't make sense, bro. Like, you get rid of Thiago Silva, fair enough, but you have to. I say the same thing with Arsenal and Aubameyang, yeah? We got rid of Aubameyang. Cool, you want to get rid of Aubameyang, but you have to go out there and get another striker that gives you the same. Bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you get rid of experienced centre back, and then you go get inexperienced centre backs. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to have players not playing well, or you're going to misprofile the centre back. For me, Chelsea the owners do want to win. I just don't think they have a clue about football, bro. They think this is American sports, and it's not. The decision making is shocking, bro, because they're having too much influence. They need to shut up and give the reins to people that have experience in the game and know how to build a proper team. And you don't build a team by buying a load of youngsters, bro. Arsenal have done it. We've gone through 3 youth projects and we've had no major honors, bro.
Yeah,
you don't need to.
I hear that. I hear that, bro.
Who told them to buy Mudryk? Who told them to do that?
No. I don't know. I don't know who told him to buy Drake or Malfoy fan, but like, bro, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. But like, the craziest thing about it, Todd Bowley as well, is that obviously, yes, he is spending money, but bro, man got rid of Petr Cech and Maria Skyer. Like, man got rid of footballing people. Like, when Todd Bowley first came in, he wanted just to run the club by himself. That's why he got rid of Petr Cech and Maria Skyer, and he's employed like these sporting directors. He's employed these sporting directors what have no clue about football, and this is the thing. And until Chelsea stop going for all of these young players, all of these young teenagers who we don't know about, until they get experienced players in their team, they aren't going anywhere anytime soon. Like it seems like to me that they are buying young players and they are buying young players and they want to sell them on for profit. That's what it seems like to. That's what their model seems like to me, and that's not how a football club should be run. You shouldn't be signing all these young players and then loaning them and then selling them straight after. Like it should not happen, bro. And until that model change, until Todd Bowley admits that he's not stubborn, until he admits that he needs help. And he needs to get properly footballing people in. Chelsea aren't going anywhere, because I had similar situation with Ten Hag. When Ten Hag first came to the club, he didn't want footballing people. We got rid of We got rid of Ralph Ranick. We got rid of Ralph Ranick, and Ralph Ranick were meant to be like our director of football. He was meant to be locating players, but Ten Hag wanted to do it all by himself. And you've seen that now that he can't do it by himself. It's the same thing with Todd Bowley. He thinks that he can run the football club by himself and he doesn't need any footballing people. But the reality is he does.
I still can't believe they got rid of Kante. I can't believe they got rid of him.
These men are championing Conor Gallagher as well, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like you were saying then, like the football and decisions from the hierarchy in that club are just all over the place, aren't they?
Yeah.
Why? Bossed it at the Euros,
Yeah.
We've done okay.
Guys, wait, listen. As far as I'm concerned, listen, you know how Chelsea have signed so many young players, even they have so many talent. Listen, don't get me wrong, but listen, in my opinion, and my suggest, if some of the players aren't even good enough, you better send them on loan. In my opinion, Nicholas Jackson is not even good enough. You should send him on loan. That's what I would guess, in my opinion, because this guy he's not been good enough since last season. Listen, it hasn't been changed. Okay, listen, when a new player comes, it will take time for the experience to reach to the levels of the expectations. But the problem is that it's not the manager and the players. You know, it's sport. You know, Todd Bowley, he spent $1 billion to those players that has signed it. Even the board, the staff, they didn't even bring from sporting directors, whether if it's a CEO from the Chelsea. That's on Todd Bowley. He needs to take responsibility. If he doesn't take responsibilities, this is the next Arsenal or even the next Man United of the Joe Glazer. This is what they're going to be if you don't.
Bro, he's already overhauled the team. He's already overhauled the team. He does not need to. He now needs to get the stars. You remember with Liverpool, when they had Coutinho, and then they sold him and went and got a proper goalkeeper. Went and got a proper wingers. You know what I'm saying? Went and got a striker that fit the way that they play football. That's what Chelsea need now. No more project players anymore. That spine of that team now need experience. Experience centre back, experienced goalkeeper, experienced striker, experienced number 10, and you will see that those players, if you bring in those 4 players, you'll get the most out of this team because you do have quality. Palmer is quality, bro. Pedro Neto, quality. Lavia, quality. Caicedo, quality players. It's not like these players are not good players. Enzo, I don't all that. But there's quality there. There's no reason why you need to be bringing any more young players. You've got enough. You've got about 15 midfielders. You've got about 15 attacking players, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't need that. The thing is, they can't loan out a lot of players because they're going to loan out a couple of players, but they got to sell some players because they're stacked. They got to get rid of a load of goalkeepers, bro. They got to get rid of 7 goalkeepers, 6 or 7 goalkeepers. You need to get at least rid of 3 or 4 of them and bring in a proper.
This is what I mean, bro. This is what I mean.
Let me just go through some of these super chats. I got a bunch of super chats. Well, not super chats. Chats.
Chats.
What a dead club. I have no idea how people back this process and actually have faith on this when the owners have done nothing to prove it. 3 years of straight failure. Where does this come from? Belgium, new Lukaku Doku. Savio Baller, watching Girona last season was wonderful. He was cooking defenders in La Liga week in, week out, and people think City have downgraded because they have lost Alvarez.
I agree.
Savio was good, but he needs to take on Cucurella more. He defo cooks him every time. I think he was taking him on. I think most of the time he was taking him on. I'll tell you, I finished out here. Listen, I already said we're not going to win the league. I liked the Caicedo Lavia pivot when Lavia was on and Enzo game back to the 8/6. It fell off. Get Enzo out of my team. He's bang average everywhere. Savio is a farmer boy, smart boy, not these Brazilians from the city who just do flicks and tricks with no end product. Northside was watching KG's hate along. It was too funny to miss. Savio is a top notch, just needs work on his strength a bit more, and he'll cook 90% of these players he takes on. Big up to Rants on his 100k YouTube channel. Congrats to him. Big up to Rants.
Bigger Rants.
You know what I mean? A real one. I told man Palmer is best centrally, but people think they know football. I don't know about that, bro. I still think he cooks on the right hand side. I just think
I think he cooks on the right, but he's best central. I think he is best centrally. I think he is, but I think he does good on the right though.
Defense win leagues, and City's defense was miles better if Chelsea looked more threatening. The level of goalkeeping in this league is shocking. Alisson's the only keeper I rate. Savio and Kovacic standout players. Shame Savio got injured.
Kovacic was good as well. He was good today as well. I was impressed with him.
Yeah.
So you lot saying?
Yeah, bro. It's like, bro, even that player who they signed last season, Chelsea. What's happening with Carney Chukwuemeka, bro? Carney Chukwuemeka, I haven't seen too much of this guy, but when I've seen him, he's actually decent, bro. But bro, man's not getting the game time, so it's like, what are Chelsea doing with Carney Chukwuemeka? I think Dewsbury Hall, I think, is a good player, but how are they going to fit Dewsbury Hall in the system? I think Joao Felix is a very good player. I think Joao Felix is a baller, but how are Chelsea going to fit him in? It's like Chelsea are also bringing these players in, but they don't know how to fit them in. It's like it don't make no sense. And if Felix does come to your club, that's the problem that you guys are going to have. I think not because Joao Felix isn't talented, but Chelsea won't know how to use him, and that's what I think. And this is the thing. You've got too many. You got Enzo, you got Dewsbury Hall, you got Nkuku, you got Palmer, you got so many men what can play as a 10. You know what I'm saying? But the
thing with this comment here, and I'm gonna ask Elijah because obviously it's his team, but he says learn from Mourinho's 1-0, but build from the defense line, including the goalkeeper, before adapting Pep style. Otherwise, Haaland will continue. Listen, when Arteta came into Arsenal, the way we played the first year or two was very different to the way we're playing right now. He wanted to address a lot of the defense. We were a lot more defensively set up. We wasn't as expressive as we are now going forward. And I think, what do you make of that as a Chelsea fan? I mean, do you think you should fix the defense and then once you get your defense sorted out, then you can get the striker and you can start being a bit more expressive with the way you play football? How do you see it as a Chelsea fan?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like we need to sort out defense, man, including our centre backs, because, like I said, all of them have been not good enough. So, and I agree with you, Northside. We sold the most experienced defender, Thiago Silva, that we replaced with a bunch of young players. For me, if I was the owner, I would buy a centre back that can just be like Thiago Silva, or that's the same or a bit better than him, because Thiago Silva had bad moments, but he's still one of the best players there is. So that's what I'll try to do. So I'll fix the centre backs first and then the striker. But if these owners don't get both of them, then we are in serious trouble, going into this season, because I put Chelsea in 6th place, because I don't think we'll finish in the top 4. And listen, we better win that trophy, that Conference League trophy, because it will be embarrassing if we get knocked out this early. So yeah, we need to sort out defense on, because I don't know who to trust. Lever Colwell, Badiashile, where's Fofana, I don't know who to trust, but we have to wait and see. But
I mean, that goes in line with this question, and I want you to answer this because you're the Chelsea fan. Question to the panel. We're gonna put it towards Elijah. Get knocked out of the Conference League. Will Maresca get sacked? More sooner than later. Apparently, they have to win that cup. No, what do you reckon? If he doesn't win the conference,
like Chelsea fans happy with Maresca in the first place? Was he anyone's first choice? Because
No.
I'm like last season, like he was in charge of Leicester, weren't he? I believe, and didn't he have like an 18-point gap at the top of the table or something, or 20 points or whatever? And
Yeah.
he nearly choked it because they were
Yeah.
third at one point as well. I was like, I was looking at the table like mid-season. I was like, yeah, they're ramping that league easy. And then a few months later, oh my god, they've gone down to third. What's going on? Do you know what I mean? Like, was you happy with them with the appointment, or because I don't know about him, to be fair. I don't think he done anything to warrant a move to Chelsea, really.
No, listen.
But he has to win something. He has to win something.
Yeah, he has to. But listen, I wasn't happy with this because, like you said, Leicester City, just nearly bottled the league, but at least, but he didn't. So, and
Yeah.
and I have to tell you, if Leeds United or Ipswich Town didn't drop points, Leicester will never ever won that league. And also, on the last day of the season, Blackburn beat them 2-0, and Blackburn was in a relegation zone. So,
No one
so I
wanted to win that league.
wasn't happy for him. But listen, I feel sorry for him because I don't know. He's going to be. I don't know how he's going to be able to work with 43 players in our squad. So, but listen,
9 goalkeepers.
yeah, including the goalkeepers. It's just all over the place. But listen, yeah, like you said as well, going back to the game, like there was no Rodri and Kyle Walker's on the bench. And I said it in my YouTube channel. I said, listen, despite Rodri not being there, Man City still have quality players, the likes of Haaland, Jeremy Doku, Kevin De Bruyne, Akanji. They still got quality players and they know how to win because they have that winning mentality. We don't.
Yeah.
That's why we're not showing pride, passion. None of them care about Choice Football Club. So,
where does he have, what position does he need to finish for you to say, nah, sack him?
Well, if we finish like below 10th, like we did last season, then for me, he has to go because I expect Chelsea to finish in the top 6, particularly in the Champions League. But if we finish like 8th, 9th, or maybe below that, then for me, he has to go. That's why.
I've just to your channel as well, Elijah. I've just subscribed to you then.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, man, no worries.
Listen, I got a question for you. Listen, I got a question for him. Listen, I know within the 3 months, listen, there's expectation with your manager. I know if he doesn't improve, if he keeps doing the worst, the performance, whether the next week against Wolves or any other types of games, whether if you have a Conference League, there's expectations for him. If he doesn't win, whether if it's the Carabao Cup, whether if it's FA Cup, your main goal is to win your priority. That's the only thing is matter to you for this club. Yeah. But the reason is that if you sack Enzo Maresca like you did last season, Mauricio Pochettino, to me, in my opinion, if Pochettino didn't have sack, it would have taken time. Maybe it would have been improved. So, because right now, I don't know what to say, and this third body is the only reason, guys, you haven't been achieved for the last 2 years. And I'm sorry, but this is now it keeps the recycling all over again. So you guys need to sort it out, because otherwise, if it keeps going again, you might get some of the Chelsea fans will protest against top body, or even the manager, whether if it's the players who are not even good enough. That's the question. So
I agree, man. I agree. At the start of the season, Enzo Wesker said, listen, this team, it should be good enough to finish in the top 4. But listen, you have to prove it. You have to prove to me that what you said was true. Because when Pochettino said that last season, he failed. We bottled the Carabao Cup. We were 3 points behind the top 4. So Enzo Wesker needs to prove to me why he is the manager that is better than Pochettino, because I don't think he is. I think signing from a championship manager was the one decision. There was better managers. I would have had Tuchel back because to me, yes, Tuchel didn't have some great moments, but when he first came in, we won the Champions League and we finished in the top 4 and was in the FA Cup. And we've been to finals 6 times in a row when he came in. And when he sacked Tuchel, that was the one decision. So when he sacked Tuchel, I want them to bring in a better manager. What did they do? They brought in Potter. You know, they said it's going to give him time, then they sacked him.
Yeah.
Then they brought in Pochettino, you know, which I didn't want, by the way, because there was better managers than him. They said they'll give him time, they sacked him. So if they're going to say the same thing to Enzo Wesker, are they going to give him time, or are they going to sack him like before? And if they do, that means they just wasted their time, because they should be bringing managers that are elite, that have won things, that knows how to win. That's a really mentality, because Enzo Wesker doesn't have that. And also Pochettino and Potter, they don't. That's why they're not elite managers. So for me, they better sort this out. Otherwise, we're going to have to accept that this is Chelsea Football Club, you know. One with bad things isn't here. We're not going to win anything. Just don't bother about, you know, talking about top 4, because it ain't going to happen if these owners don't sort themselves out.
Yeah. I think we need to have a conversation about certain players as well. I just think we need to have a conversation about Enzo and Mudryk, because like the thing is, is that I heard a lot of Chelsea fans say last season that that the reason why Enzo wasn't performing that great was because, obviously, 1, because of Pochettino, and 2, because he had a hernia. He had a hernia injury that he was playing with, apparently. But like, I've seen Enzo play a few good games last season, but it's like he's not like he's not consistent with it, bro. I remember the first game of last season against Liverpool. He was unbelievable in that game, but last season. But the problem is, I think, for Chelsea as well, that they haven't seen their Enzo Fernandez, what they saw in Argentina or saw in Benfica yet, and saw in the first game of the season of last season against Liverpool. And I don't know whether this guy, I don't know at times if this guy is a 6, or if this guy's an 8, or if this guy is a 10. I don't know, because most of the time when I've watched him, I've seen a few of good performances here and there, but it's like he's been underwhelming. He's been a bit underwhelming for his price tag. So, and same with Mudryk as well. Like, I don't think enough people are speaking about that Mudryk signing, because the fact is,
he's horrendous. He's horrendous.
Because it's like, I remember the first game that he came in against Liverpool.
Everyone knows he's trash. Bro. Like, everyone knows that this guy ain't it.
He's only done one thing.
AK, the Man City fan. AK, what you saying? You're there with your sunglasses, you know what I mean? Trying to get your tan up. Look at him.
Look like you're having a good time, man. Look like you're having a good time.
Look at him, bro.
On,
every day, bro, he's got a big smile on his face. What you saying, man? What do you think of the game?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pleased so far. First win of the season, and and we just march on to the next game, and just keep on winning.
That's it, yeah. Would you make a Savio? Because Savio went down injured. Have you got any news about Savio? Is he out for a while? Or is it just a precaution to bring him off at halftime?
I think it's just a precaution. In my opinion, it's just a precaution to save him for the next game and for the upcoming games.
He looks like a baller, man. He looks like an absolute baller, bro. I'm excited to see him. Season,
he's a baller, man.
At Northside. At Northside. Where's Kukurea, huh? Where's Kukurea? Bring him. Bring him out. Where's Kukurea
Get the advert on. Get the advert on. Get his advert on.
Yeah, get him out of there. Yeah, get him out of there. Haaland, put him in his place.
Hey, that was a great finish as well, to be fair. That was a really good finish, because I thought he took too long to hit the ball, and then he just thinks over the keeper and puts it in. So
he was unbalanced, wasn't he? Like, he was very unbalanced, and somehow he managed to, like, you know what I mean, kick in.
Isn't that like 91 goals in 100 games or something now? Something mad like that. That guy is a robot. He's built differently.
Yeah, he's built different. I mean, this season, I see this season Haaland is gonna score more goals. He looks fresh.
He looked good in
Yeah.
preseason.
He does look sharp though. He does look sharp. Like I don't rate Haaland as highly as other people, but he does look sharp in preseason. I give him that in it. Like he does look sharp in it. Like I've seen him in preseason in it. He looks sharp in it. So because I watched the preseason game with City and Chelsea, and yeah, when he scored that hat trick in it, so he looks sharp, man.
It's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. AK,
Yeah, man.
what do you think about Doku, bro? Because I think we all could see that we don't really rate him. We think that he
No.
breaks down your attack. His decision making's poor. His distribution is extremely poor. Would you make a Doku? Would you keep him, or you happy with him starting? Would you start Grealish? Would you make a Doku?
Doku, I feel this game he performed well. I mean, like he made us darting runs down the wing, but yeah, I mean, I think I think I'd just rather give him time and I mean, like yeah, but I see some signs of improvement with Doku, and I think the next game he will perform well.
That end product, though, AK, come on. That end product.
Yeah,
I don't
I don't
know.
know, and I mean, like the
All
end
far-
product is
all far
lacking.
from no
The
good,
end product is
literally.
lacking. The end product is lacking in Doku, but I see that
All
he'll
far no
improve
booming.
over time.
I don't know about Doku, bro. I don't know about this Doku. Like the thing is, yeah, is that I think he doesn't suit the way that Man City wants to play. He doesn't suit that style of player. I don't think. I think for example, last season, if he was at Liverpool under Klopp, I think he would do a lot better under Klopp when it was
Yeah.
Liverpool, because Liverpool are more of a transition. Liverpool last season was more of a counter-attacking, pressing, and a transition team. Doku needs to be in a team like that where it's transition, countering, attacking based.
No,
Like
I
when he plays,
disagree with you, bro. I disagree with you because
Yeah.
I see Doku as a B-Tech Sterling, and it worked there. The problem is Sterling actually
yeah, but Sterling actually had tech, bro. Like Sterling actually had a bit of tech, like you know what I
I
mean?
don't feel like because it seems like they use him to have those legs to transition from defense to attack rapidly. The problem is when he gets into the final third, the guy has no
Oh.
composure. The guy can't cross
Yeah.
the ball. The guy, unlike Sterling, isn't in
Yeah.
the right places to tap it in. So I think that's why he was brought in. Grealish is another job. He kind of dribbles and travels with the ball.
Grealish is clear, by the way.
Tries to get those fouls at the edge of the box that KDB can take a free kick and slap
Yeah.
it in. So that's I think Doku does suit Man City, he just doesn't have the ability. He doesn't have the ability. His
No, not at all.
execution is poor. I don't think because if you put him in a Liverpool, like when people say, like you're saying, yeah, put him in Liverpool, yeah.
Like put him in like a counter-attacking like transition team.
Nah, but it don't work though because if you ain't got the quality, like Liverpool got Darwin Núñez, yeah, he's in
Yeah.
a team that create a load of chances. He gets
Yeah.
into the right places, but he doesn't have the quality to put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a bit of a myth with some players that don't have the quality in terms of the passing and the finishing to say, oh, being a team that has a lot of experience, a lot of chances.
Yeah.
Score goals,
I'm
bro.
not saying Doku would be a world beater, by the way. I'm not saying, but like Doku would be 10. I'm saying that there would be a slight improvement, not in terms of his end product, but in terms of in the system. In terms, I just think he would look better at like at a counter-attacking team. I don't think necessarily he's going to be this world-class player because I've never rated the guy like I said to you. I remember when the Euros was on, I called Rafael Leao the Portuguese Doku, bro. I remember it. I remember it, bro. So I've never rated the guy in it. So.
Until Salvio went on the right, yeah, all of Man City's counter-attacks in the first 15-20 minutes were going through Doku, bro. So he was playing as a counter-attacking player, and yet the quality wasn't there, and he broke down all the counter-attacks. In a different team, it's going to be the same thing. And I have the same energy for Liverpool when they have certain players that I don't rate, like Gakpo.
He has. Diaz.
Diaz. Exactly. They
Yeah.
break down
Awful,
their
mate,
counter
awful.
attack, man. Like they get on the counter, they run down the wing, and then the end product is lacking and it breaks down the whole attack. And I think Doku would be the same. The lack of quality will not change just because he's in a different system. Because every single time that City got the ball, they were playing it out to Doku. Then when they switched to Savio on the right, all of a sudden, Savio was getting the ball, but he was distributing it to KDB. He was getting the ball to Haaland. He was crossing the ball. He was bringing other players in the game, bro. So I reckon Doku fails at Liverpool just as much as he's failing at Man City, bro. The end product is crap. All he's doing is transitioning and running down the wing. More time. To be fair, more time when he realized that Cucurella had his number, he started turning back and passing it backwards and sideways.
That's why Pep switched him, bro. That's why Pep switched him, bro. But like, yeah, like his end product, I say the same thing about Garnacho and Rashford, their end product will never improve. Doku could be like, I don't know, like how old is he, like 20, 23, 24 or 22, like when he gets like 27, 28, he's not going to be a Savio, he's not going to be a Palmer, he's not going to be a Foden ever. Like he's not in it. Like you said, like I do agree with the part where he doesn't have no in products, but like I just think slightly. I'm not saying it'd be a massive upgrade, not like a 80-90%, but like a 5% upgrade if he went to like a Liverpool or whatever.
I need to wait. Because it's 100,000 on the dot, blood. I just need one guy to be upset, try and fuck with man's molding, but we're gonna wait, man. Appreciate everyone in the chat. Not even Bama, man, like Jay Lee, blood.
No, he's playing something in the back. Come on. Listen, Edward, what are you saying, bro? Who do you support? What's your thoughts on the game?
Oh, hello, guys.
Yo, what are you saying?
I'm a Brighton fan. And according to my analysis, I think that change that Guardiola made when he switched the wingers at the beginning of the game when Doku was on the right side, Cucurella managed to handle him well. But when Savio was switched to that right-hand side is when we started to see Cucurella struggling a bit. But I think where City won the game was in the midfield because of Kovacic. He had the ability to keep the ball, and also he was very press resistant. And also I think Kevin De Bruyne, he was still trying to do his usual passes, creative passes. And also I think Haaland, when you have Haaland in the team, very clinical. He just needs only one chance to score. I think that is the difference with Haaland and these other strikers. Because if you look like at Jackson or Kuku, they are usually not very clinical. They need like 3 or 4 chances in order to score their goals. So I think having Haaland in your team is very, very necessary to win games, especially this big-sided game, especially if you are fighting for the Premier League. So I think for Chelsea, maybe the highest I think they can finish maybe 6th. I don't see them entering to the top 4 because it's the first season for a new coach before he starts to know his first 11, before he knows the players who are loyal, the one who are not loyal. I think it is going to be a very long season for Chelsea because they still don't have that chemistry yet. It will take time for them to start to really adapt to the system that the coach wants. But as you see for Man City, they already have a clear system of how they play. And even when they sign a new player, you already know that player is going to fit in with the demands of Guardiola.
Okay, well, there you go. Listen, big up to everybody for tuning in. Big up to the panel for jumping on. Big up Familia. We will be back tomorrow. It's Tottenham, innit? It's Tottenham playing.
Yeah. I'll be there. I'll be watching that game still. So, you know what I mean?
Tottenham
Oh,
Leicester. Tottenham Leicester. What time is that? What
Gonna
kickoff?
watch, going to watch Jude Bellingham stink out the gaff, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna watch Real Madrid as well, fam. You know what I'm saying, bro. You know, gonna watch Jude Bellingham, man, like Will Smith, fam, stink out the gaff for Real Madrid. You know, like that. So it is what it is, people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, listen, big up to everyone, man. Big up to Rob, big up to Real King, big up to Elijah,
Yeah,
big up to Noah, AK Edward as well for jumping on. Big up Familia. We're redirecting to Strasbourg Steve and his watch along. Without further ado, we're out. Love Familia.
You
Love.
got.